This broadcast is presented under the legal ownership authority of Magnitude Sports. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Magnitude Sports. Send it up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Second, Brookings for number 19, Gus Wermeyer. Adding third will be the right fielder, number 11, Gus Pancratz. Adding fourth and catching number 18, Jacob Klinsky. Adding eighth, designated hitter number 12, C. Deacon. Adding sixth in center field, number 5, Mason Center. Adding seventh and third base, number 4, Tyler Frederick. Adding eighth in left field, number 14, Grant Goddard. Adding ninth in shortstop, number 10, Max Hammerman. On the lineup for the Stars, number 26, Michael of Essex. There's a good play on the line, assisted by Jeff Victor and Keaton Swanson. Scores from some of the other sites. Bismarck won twice today, 13-1 over Moorhead and 14-1 over the St. Michael's Bulls. And a game of progress right now in North Fargo. Lineup leads Fargo goes to 7-4.
All right, welcome back. As looks like we're going to be right on time here with a 7:30 start as scheduled here for our final game of day 2 of the 2026 Pete Invite Tournament. And don't know who's going to be playing tomorrow just yet. All we know is that there will be 2 games tomorrow starting at 9:30 a.m. And then that second game will be at approximately 12 noon, give or take maybe 30 minutes either side. And so once we find out who those matchups are, I believe, yeah, the watch links are on our YouTube channel. Right now they say to be determined versus to be determined. So the watch links are there. We'll just update it once we know more information. So one thing we do know is that the last check, the host team was losing to Minot 6-0 at last check. Or I'm sorry, 5-0 at last check. So if that score holds, it's unlikely that the host team will be in the championship game. 7:29 for first pitch, so a minute early on this game here. That's okay. That one's hit up high and foul to the left side, and strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The starting pitcher here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars is Michael Essex. And that one's going to be fouled off, and that'll be strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes now here. Gus Wermeyer at first, Colby Hansen at second, Max Amram, the shortstop, Tyler Frederick at third. The outfield here after the 2-2 pitch from Michael Essex. And the 2-2 is on its way, and they'll be grounded right up to Colby Hansen. He'll pick it up, fire it over. The pick is in time, and that's out number 1. Jacob Klinsky is the catcher, by the way.
Adding second, number 2, left fielder Jude Mendering.
Jude Mendering is the batter here for Brookings. Brookings in the black, obviously, if you haven't figured that one out yet. Oops, I forgot to change our initials from the last game. Let me do that right now for you, so there's no more confusion on who's playing where. There we go. Apologize for that to the Brookings fans tuning in. 2 balls and no strikes now here to Mendering. And Essex delivers strike 1. Called strike, 2-1 the count. The outfield, Grant Goddard in left, Mason Sinner in center field, and Gus Pankratz in right field. And the 2-1. And that one's going to miss 3 balls and a strike. Krogman just grounded out, metering at the plate now, and Bauer's on deck, so we'll see Bauer for sure this inning. And there's strike number 2. And he'll walk him.
Right at third, number 17, third baseman Jace Bauer.
And there's a strike thrown by Essex to Jace Bauer. I am just writing down the first names for all the Brookings players here, so just bear with me as you continue to watch the game and I do my editing work in the background for strike 2. I want to be fouled off, and we'll stay where we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, so Jude Meinering, or Jace Bauer, excuse me, strikes out.
Number 20, first baseman Talon Hyde.
And Talon Hyde will be the batter now here. And the throw to second for the force out, and that's all they need. That'll take us to the end of the first inning here, and we'll be back with more here in the bottom of the first when we return after this.
No sunflower seeds, no peanut shells.
Your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
Bottom of the first, no score. Coming to the plate here is Colby Hansen. And that first pitch is in low for a ball. Let's see here. Let me look at the lineup because I don't have the first name for the pitcher. I forgot to write that one down when I wrote down the 9 batters back in that last inning. So I got it here. Let me shuffle through my paperwork. It is Noah Lease is your starting pitcher. 1 ball and 1 strike for Noah Lease on Colby Hansen. And Colby Hansen will push that one foul and out of play for a strike 2. Around the bases, you got Talon Hyde at first, Cooper Schneider at second, Baker Hansen at short, and Jace Bauer at third base. Maxton Jensen is behind the plate catching for Brookings. 1 ball and 2 strikes to do the outfield here coming up. And that pitch is outside, misses for ball 2. Metering is in left field. Noah Krogman is in center field, and Ben Schulte is in right field for the Brookings. The Brookings Bandits is what they have on their game changer, so that's what we're going with here in our broadcast. Hopefully that's correct. Fouled off, and it'll remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one's going to be a base hit for Colby Hansen into right field. He'll earn himself a single.
Second, number 19, first baseman Gus Wermeyer.
Gus Wermeyer will come up to the plate now with a runner on. Stars scored 2 in the bottom of the first inning against Thief River Falls. Thief River Falls and Brookings played in the first matchup of pool play here. And that one's into center field for a base hit. So back-to-back base hit singles puts runners on first and second.
Batting third, number 11, right fielder Gus Pancraft.
Gus Pancratz will try and keep the hit streak continued here in the bottom of the first. Noah Lease will take a look back at Hansen and deliver, and on the inside edge, he paints the edge for a strike. 0-1 here to the batter, Gus Pancratz. If Pancratz can reach base with no triple plays happening, we'll see Jacob Klinsky, the catcher, as the next batter. Seen the Stars pull off a triple play against Williston about 2 years ago, maybe 3. 2 for sure, maybe 3. Matter of fact, if you stick to this broadcast long enough, you'll see that highlight. It's one of the Post 400 promos that we have running this year. And a big thanks to Post 400 for being a premier partner and making these broadcasts possible here on Magnitude Sports. And a big thanks to our other sponsors as well. And he'll bunt that one foul, and that'll be strike 2, and that will probably put an end to the bunts. Noah Lease will take a peek back at second base. He'll take a second look back. Stare him down, wind and deliver. And that one's going high, fly ball, right field. Ben Schulte's underneath it. He moves around a little bit, and he makes the catch. And tagging is Kobe Hansen on second. They'll put runners on corners with the first out.
Having for it, catcher number 18, Jacob Klinsky.
Well, welcome Trevor back into our broadcast here. He checked out the last one, and welcome back, Trevor. Strike is called here. He, I believe he lives somewhere on the West Coast, either that or he lives somewhere else, and he's a fan of the West Coast teams. But he's sharing with us that the Portland Pickles and the Bend Elks their doubleheader tonight is rescheduled. So, if you can let me know, like, what Portland, so I'm guessing they're from Oregon, maybe. I might have to search them on YouTube and see if they have anything available. It almost sounds like Banana Ball, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. It sounds like a name for a Banana Ball team. No balls and 2 strikes. That one's fouled right back in, just up over our window here. Nearly had some broken glass on the right window of our press box here. It just lifted up over the roof of our press box. No balls and 2 strikes here to Jacob Klinsky. Swing and caught foul. At least I thought he caught it, so he'll remain at the plate at an 0-2 count. Once again, runners on the corners. Kobe Hansen on third. Gus Wermeyer on first. Nobody on second. 1 out. Klinsky has the lone official home run, and he would have had a second official home run had that stayed fair. He bombed that one out. And it remains an 0-2 count. But he absolutely launched that one into the trees behind the batting cage off the third base side. Matter of fact, off the left field side is the more accurate way to say that. And that one's going into the gap in right center. I don't think they're going to catch up to it all the way to the fence, and it is going to bounce off the fence right by the flagpole. Rounding third is Gus Wermeyer, and the throw will not make it home in time. 2-run score on an RBI double by Jacob Klinsky.
Batting fifth, designated hitter number 12, Steve Egan. Courtesy runner for Klinsky at second for the Stars, number 15, Tucker Kozin.
All right, so Tucker Kozin will come in and run at second base for the catcher, Jacob Klinsky. Once again, you can courtesy run for the pitcher or the catcher and no other player in this 2026 Pete Invite Tournament. Those rules are exclusive to this tournament. Other rules apply outside of the tournament. We won't dig into those rules, though. I don't want to confuse anybody. And that almost hits the umpire. Nice grab there by Baker Hansen. And did he get it over there in time? Yes, he did. Out number 2, and a runner over to third is Tucker Kozin.
Number 5.
Mason Sinner is the batter. Batting 6 in the lineup. First pitch is going to miss for a ball. It's 1-0 now here to Mason Sinner. And the 1-0 pitch is going to miss outside. I think Noah Lease may have lost that one as he was letting his grip go on the throw there. 2 balls and no strikes. Not too much he could do about that one. See if he can rebound here and put one down the middle or maybe jam him up on the inside. He is going to go to the inside, but he did paint the corner. Nice. 2-1. 2-1. Tucker Kozin on third. Stars lead 2-0. Base hit could possibly bring in Kobe Hansen from third. That one fouled off into the netting, and that'll bring the count even at 2-2. Should this inning continue, Tyler Frederick would be the next batter here for the Stars. And Mason Sinner's going to pop this one up. Foul territory, and it's going to drop. Jace Bauer, Noah Lease, and Maxton Jensen all got there, and the ball dropped right in between all 3 of them before either of them, or any of them, I should say, could get there. I'd say the third baseman, Jace Bauer, probably had the best shot at making that one. He had level ground while Noah Lease had to start his run from up on a hill, and Jensen had to run with his catcher's equipment on. And he'll throw it up to first to complete the out, and that'll be a drop third strike. They'll strand Tucker Kozin on third, and that will be a strikeout and also out number 3. Two nothing Stars on 3 hits and not 4. And they leave 1 on base, and we'll go to the top of the second right after this. Stay tuned.
Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
All right, welcome back. It's 2-0 Stars here after the first inning of play. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for Fargo Post 400 in that bottom half of the first. And for the Post 74 Brookings Bandits, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 batters, middle of the order. Talon Hyde will lead it off, and we'll also see Baker Hansen and Cooper Schneider this inning as well. Trevor lives in North Carolina, so we have 2 fans from North Carolina. I'm curious, how far are you from Denver, North Carolina, Trevor? When you get a chance, chime in on the chat. That's where our other regular viewer lives, is in Denver, North Carolina, which I know is just outside of Charlotte and just outside of Shelby. So maybe a half-hour drive to each, I'm thinking. I don't know for sure. It's been a few years since I've been to Shelby. That one is going to be just sneak by the third baseman, Tyler Frederick. Grant Goddard, will pick it up in left field and throw it back into second base to hold Hyde at a single. And the runner is on base. Essex comes set and delivers. Strike 1. Nice pitch there by Michael Essex. And that one's going to be fouled off, and we have a 2-strike count now. Once again, 2 more games tomorrow, starting at 9:30 a.m., and I think the other one's scheduled for noon. And that's the 2 we'll have for sure. And with the rain that moved through here a little over an hour ago, we will see if we have more than 2 games here or not. Of the 3 venues, Starting Bank Field is the only one with a turf infield, still grass outfield. But we've never really had a whole lot of trouble with the outfield. And when it came to a thunderstorm or a rainstorm, something like that, we had, I think it was day 2 of the Central Plains Regional Tournament last year, where our outfield got a little bit flooded from a heavy rainstorm during the overnight, and that was a powerful thunderstorm too. Like straight line winds, it blew like no seed signs in spots where we would not normally put up a no seed sign, and and that one is caught there by Max Ammerman, and that is good for out number 1.
Batting 7th, designated hitter number 34, Ryder Anderson.
But we had a crew here that got that water taken care of miraculously quick, and we started our first game of Central Plains late, but we were able to catch up and actually end and start our last 2 games when they were originally scheduled to be played. And I've seen the letter written from the higher up guys in Legion Baseball saying how awesome that the crew here did to get that work done and get the field ready for play. No balls and 1 strike. And that one will find its way into shallow right, picked up by the second baseman, and everybody is safe. Base hit.
Batting 8th, number 11, catcher, Max Jensen.
So about 2 or 3 hours outside of Denver, North Carolina. Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate that. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Our buddy Jim, I don't know if he's watching right now. He's usually chimed in by now, but he lives in Denver, North Carolina. He's been watching games on Magnitude Sports for about 5 years now, maybe 6. I know this is a 6th season with the Fargo Post 400 program, and he came on it must be 5 years, because I think he first popped on the year that the Stars made it to the American Legion World Series in Shelby. That would have been in 2021, so it's 5 years ago. So yeah, so 4 or 5 years ago now, Jim has been watching games on Magnitude Sports, from the Post 400 baseball to our high school football and high school basketball coverage, and he's just been a super viewer fan, and we love him here at Fargo Post 400. He's a long-distance friend for us, so it's kind of cool to see somebody else from North Carolina chime in. No balls and 2 strikes. Two runs on 3 hits for the Stars. No runs on a pair of hits so far here for Brookings. Runners on first and second. And that'll be a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike two, Michael Essex, potentially a pitch away from putting an end here to the top of the second. We'll see if he can do it. He'll lean and get the signal from Klinsky. Come set, take a peek back at second base and deliver. And he tried to hit the outside edge and he just missed. He likes that outside edge. And he's determined to hit it every single time, but he doesn't hit it every single time. I admire the persistence. And a check swing foul will stay right where we're at no balls and 2 strikes. Or 1 ball and 2 strikes, excuse me. We'll see if he goes for that outside edge of the plate again. And he will. And it comes off the end of the bat, foul. First base side and out of play. And we'll stay right here at 1 and 2. Stars with the win over Thief River Falls, improved to 7 and 9 overall in the season. They could pull within a game of 500 if they can pick up a victory here. And that'll be a strikeout. And that is out number 3. It's the middle of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second and due up here for the Stars is the 7-8-9 batters Frederick, Goddard, and Ammerman. When we return after this, stay tuned.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit MandysOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. MandysOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
All right, welcome back. Tyler Frederick will lead it off here for the Stars in the bottom of the second. We'll also see Grant Goddard and Max Ammerman in the setting. Frederick with a 1 bouncer to third and fires back over to first for the 5-3 ground out. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring us to the next batter in the lineup, and that batter is Grant Goddard, batting 8th. For our Fargo Post 400 fans, just to update you, I haven't updated the records because I believe the Comets played today, and I think one of our other teams might have played today too. But the Comets are 7-13 now as a strike 2 comes in. Astros are 4-14-1, and the Rockets are 4-16 on the season. So that's an update on our A and Junior Legion teams. And those records include at least 2 games, or at least 1 game that was played today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one bounces up, and that'll be ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that will be out number 2. At least I think it's out number 2. The scoreboard in the outfield only shows 1 out.
Batting ninth, shortstop number 10, Max Ammerman.
Yeah, it was the 7-8-9 batters. There's nobody on base, and Max Ammerman's the 9th batter, so there's 2 outs and not 1. And there's a strike. At least I sure think there's 2 outs. There we go. Now they put the second out on the board. And this is a ground ball that goes foul for strike 2. So 0-2 now here to Max Ammerman. And that will be ball 1. Coming up here on Magnitude Sports, tomorrow we'll have at least 2 games, maybe more. And then Monday, the Stars travel to Bismarck in a conference doubleheader, 5 p.m. first pitch here on Magnitude Sports against the Bismarck Governors. And then the Bismarck, I believe it is the representatives, are coming here to play the Fargo Post 400 Rockets at Starry Bank Field. And Tommy Fox will have the call on that game. So we'll have 2 doubleheaders for you on Magnitude Sports tomorrow. One by me from my hometown in Bismarck and one from Tommy Fox right here at Starry Bank Field. We'll tell you more about the upcoming schedule right after this break as we move on to the top of the third and 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
You wouldn't want officials ruining your game day at home, so don't ruin it for them on the field or court. Respect officials. That's one way you can serve, stand, and score. This message brought to you by Magnitude Sports.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Welcome back to Starry Bank Field. So the funny thing that's happened so far today is I brought my hooded sweatshirt this morning, expecting it to be kind of cloudy and rainy all day long, and for the most part it was. But for the 2 times that I put my hooded sweatshirt on, we've had sunny skies and warm temperatures. The moment I take it off, it clouds up and starts raining. So it's like a lose-lose here for me. I cannot get the correct outfit on, no matter how hard I try. Right now, I am just waiting it out here in my hooded sweatshirt in the effort to keep the players dry. 1 ball and 1 strike. So you could say I'm taking one for the team here. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And he's swinging a miss, and that is a strikeout for out number 1.
Outfielder number 2, Jude Mendering.
1-1 here to Jude Mendering, and make that 1-2. Michael Essex on pitch 32 unofficially here, according to my numbers. He'll wind up, deliver the 1-2, and swing and a miss, and it's another strikeout from Michael Essex.
Third baseman number 17, Jace Bauer.
And Jace Bauer will come up to the plate now with 2 away and try and keep this inning going here for Brookings. As they find themselves down 2-0 here in the top of the third, and now with 2 away. And Essex will deliver, and that one's going to be popped up. That could be playable for Kobe Hansen. He will move to his left, move to his right, and make the catch. And that is out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Brookings here in the top of the third. That was quick, and we'll be back just as quick here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Post 400 baseball is back, and we have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time, and Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments. Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1, on to first, rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, making a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the third, back to the top of the order for the Stars, Colby Hansen. First pitch came across for ball 1, and the second pitch will go into the backstop for ball number 2. So a 2-0 count here to Colby Hansen to start the bottom of the third. Stars leading 2-0. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Vic's in Moorhead, Sweet Shots, J. Dietz Construction, and Frank's Lounge, to mention a few. 2 runs on 3 hits, on no errors for Brookings so far here for the Stars. There's a strike, and it's 2-1 now here to Colby Hansen. So after the doubleheader between Post 400 and Bismarck and Post 400 and Bismarck here in Fargo on Monday, the Stars will make half of the trip back to Fargo, with a stop at Jack Brown Stadium for a doubleheader against the Jamestown Eagles, 5 p.m. I'll be on the call on that on Tuesday, and that will wrap up the month of June.
First baseman number 19, Gus Wermeyer.
Gus Wermeyer will be the batter now. We'll kick off the month of July with a single 9-inning game here, 5:30 p.m. as the Stars will host the Mandan Chiefs. And Tommy Fox will be on the call for that one on Wednesday, July 1st. July 2nd, the Comets take on DGF in a doubleheader at 12 noon. Tommy Fox will be on the call on that one as well. And we do have a schedule change. If you're not aware of it yet, the Stars are supposed to play West Fargo on July 2nd. That game has been moved to July 17th, and the July 17th game with East Grand Forks has been canceled. And now the July 17th game against West Fargo will be a doubleheader, and that'll be Back the Blue Night, where we recognize local law enforcement. It's always a fun night. We did it with Post 2 a couple years ago, and I think we did it with West Fargo last year, and we'll do it with West Fargo again this year, if memory serves me correctly. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Friday, July 3rd, we have no broadcast scheduled. If that changes, we'll let you know on our social media channels. And then on July 4th, we're heading to Bismarck. Actually, we're going to head a little bit further. We're going to head 7 miles down the road further to Mandan. And that one's going to be a fly ball to left field. Metering is underneath it. He's going to pick it up on a bounce, and that's going to be a base hit. Colby Hansen to second. Wermeyer on first. Gus Pankratz the batter now. All right, so once again on July 4th, it'll be the 4th of July game here on Magnitude Sports from BNC National Bank Field in Mandan as the Mandan A's will take on the Bismarck Senators at 2 p.m. Central Time, and the Mandan Chiefs will take on the Bismarck Governors at 4 p.m. Central Time. Both of those single 9-inning games. And then we'll see if we have any other goodies for you on the 4th of July. 1 ball, 1 strike. here to Gus Pankratz. 2 runners on. Nobody out. So far, Gus is not squaring up or getting an indication from coach to do so anyway. And that one's going to go into the backstop. He won't have to square up. That will do the job for him and also give him ball 2. That one's going to be ripped foul. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two runners on. Second and third, a base hit could double up the current score. And that base hit is not going to be a base hit. It's just going to pull left to the third base bag. Had he waited just a split millisecond on that swing, it would have been right down the third base line into left field and likely a 4-0 ball game. They say that the sport of football is a game of inches, and I'd say the sport of baseball is a game of milliseconds. 2-2 the count. Gus Wermeyer on second, Colby Hansen on third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, he struck him out. So that is out number 1. And now the catcher, Jacob Klinsky, who has an RBI in this game. Matter of fact, let's look at his spray chart. I think he has the RBI on both runs scored so far. Yeah, he had a 2-run RBI double into deep right center field by the flagpole last time he was up. So it is Jacob Klinsky's bat that is responsible for every run scored in this game so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1. We'll see if he can be responsible for more or not. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the pitch. That one's going to be pushed foul. First base side, out of play. Strike 2. That one's going to be lifted up foul territory. Jace Bauer going after it. And he makes the catch. And that is out number 2. That should bring up Seth Egan.
Designated hitter number 12, Seth Egan.
And that'll be a strike to Seth Egan. Called strike on the lower outside edge of the plate. 0-1. Stars seem to have an issue stranding runners in scoring position this season. They have done it plenty of times. Can they avoid it this time around? I mean, don't get me wrong, they definitely scored runs with runners in scoring position, but they would not be outscored by 10 right now. If you include these 2 runs, it's outscored by 8 right now. Can he run it out? Oh, that was close. They got him out. They will strand the 2 on base, and that will put an end to the 3rd inning. Brookings gets out of a semi-dangerous situation. The score remains 2-0 here on Magnitude Sports. We'll be back in just a moment here.
Hungry? Get to Vic's for hamburger happy hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
Oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick, professional oil change you can feel good about.
All right, welcome back. We moved to the top of the fourth. It remains 2-0 in favor of the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Trevor, thanks so much for chiming in on the chat tonight, and hope you enjoy the rest of the broadcast as he's moving on to YouTube TV. And, hey, we're on almost every single day for the next 2 weeks, so you definitely have the opportunity to catch another game from us. No doubt about that one. Michael Essex will face off against Talon Hyde. And that first pitch up just a little bit high for a ball, 1-0. And there's a strike, 1-1 the count now. Like I said last inning, he likes that outside corner of the plate, and he tries to hit it numerous times. Sometimes he gets strikes, sometimes he doesn't. But he seems to be very determined to get a strike on every pitch he throws to the outside, which I have to admire a little bit. 1-1. And there's another one. And it's strike two. And that one is up and out of play. So stay at the 1-2 count. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Bell Bank, member FDIC. Buffalo Wild Wings, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Mandy's of FargoND.com, Play It Again Sports, Grease Monkey, D&M Industries, Kingpins, and Century Builders, to name a few of our fantastic sponsors here in 2026. That one, a high fly ball going towards Mason Sinner in center field. He'll backpedal a little bit and secure it in his glove for the first out of the inning. Check that, the second out of the inning.
Shortstop number 27, Baker Hansen.
Check that, the first out of the inning. I'm only allowed to say check that 3 times on a mistake. That's my rule. If I realize that I missed it on the 3rd time, I just zip up and just move on with the broadcast and hope you don't notice. 1 ball, no strike. Here to Baker Hansen. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's strike 2. And that one's going to right field. Will it drop fair? It will drop fair. It's going to be a base hit there for Baker Hansen, and he's going to slide into second. And he'll keep his hand on the bag. He'll be tagged a couple times, and the umpire will confirm that he's safe.
Second baseman number 9, Cooper Schneider.
And here comes Cooper Schneider now, batting 6th in the lineup. Jim, there you are, my buddy. Let's go Fargo is what he says on the chat. Jim, if you're just tuning in, our other chatter, Trevor, is a couple hours away from you in North Carolina. 1 ball and no strikes. Essex delivers ball. I thought it might have been a strike, but I guess not. Ball 2 here to Cooper Schneider. Brookings looking to get on the board here. 1 out, runner in scoring position. They could cut the lead in half with a base hit. We'll see if Michael Essex will allow that or not. It's going to be a pop-up. This one should be playable by Gus Wurmeier, and it is. No problemo. That's out number 2, and that will bring us to the next batter. And that is going to be Ryder Anderson. So 2 away now, and that runner on second remains. That runner on second for Brookings is Baker Hansen. Essex will stare down Hansen and deliver. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one's a little bit low, but a nice block by Klinsky to keep it in front of him. And that also keeps Baker Hansen, excuse me, on second base. 1 ball and 1 strike. Essex not fooled by the movement there, and he paints the outside corner for strike 2. So a swing and a miss, and they call it strike, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to the batter, Ryder Anderson. Michael Essex will lean in, get the signal here from Klinsky. He'll come set. He'll turn his head to the right to check out Baker Hansen on second and deliver. Swung on and a ground ball out towards short. Picked up by Max Ammerman. He will not make a throw, and he'll be safe. It'll be an infield single. Runners on the corners.
Catcher number 11, Max Jensen.
And now Max Jensen will come to the plate now. He's the catcher for Brookings. He bats 8 in the lineup. And with 2 away, the tying run is on first, and the run that would cut the lead in half is 90 feet away from potentially scoring. We'll see if Essex can get his team out of this inning with a 2-0 lead still. And it looks like Coach Fichtner is going to come out and discuss the very thing that I probably just alluded to. So we will take a break and be back in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Conference on the mound is over. Once again, Max Jensen is the batter here for Brookings. Runners on the corners, first and third. And the Stars have a 2-0 lead, and Brookings is threatening. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Stars. No runs on 4 hits for Brookings. They'll try the pickoff attempt there, and he's back in time. On first base for Brookings is Ryder Anderson. On third base is Baker Hansen. And the pitch, ground ball, foul, third base side, and that will be good for strike number 1. And throw home. He's going to be safe at home. And the double steal is pulled off. And it is 2-1 in favor of the Stars. Michael Essex maybe ran a little bit too far up. I knew exactly what he was doing, but when he turned around, the throw was a little bit off target, and that allowed the run to score. So now the lead is cut in half at 2-1. It's okay. We'll consider that a rookie mistake. He'll learn from it. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a check swing foul, caught foul tip, however you want to describe it. And it is strike 2, the easy way to explain it. It sounds like through our field mics that it's starting to rain again. And that'll be out number 3. We'll find out. We'll go outside during the commercial break and see. Brookings gets 1 run in, and they cut the lead in half. We'll see if the Stars respond when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Men grow up hearing, be a man. Never show any fear, kid. You gotta be tough.
Push through the pain. Don't be weak. Man, it's time to change the narrative. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health.
Let it out.
It's okay to feel. Speak up, because the life you save could be your own.
Century Builders' integrity isn't just a word, it's how we do business. Built on a foundation of hard work, accountability, and small-town values, we've earned our reputation by delivering quality construction projects across the Northern Plains. From commercial steel and post-frame buildings to innovative data center facilities, our experienced team combines craftsmanship, innovation, and attention to detail in every project. At Century Builders, we're committed to making your building experience seamless from start to finish. Century Builders, building with integrity, delivering excellence.
All right, to the bottom of the 4th we go, and it was drizzling during the commercial break, and right as we come out of the commercial break, it starts raining really hard. And you can hear it, or at least I can hear it in our field mics. It's like the rain is landing right on the tip of our microphone there. And that would be just missed for a ball, apparently. Last inning, that was a strike, so... I say that with respect, of course. It's always fun to make those jokes every now and then. Mason Sinner is the batter. This is the second time it has rained hard here today during the 4 baseball games. This is game 4 of 4. Two, ground ball out towards second. Schneider picks it up, and he'll complete the 4-3.
Third baseman number 4, Tyler Frederick.
Tyler Frederick will step up to the plate. Strike 1. So the rain's coming down from that top left to bottom right of your screen again. Like if I were to open the door of the press box, I would get rained on. 2 strikes now here to Tyler Frederick, batting 7th in the lineup. 0-2. That one will go into the dirt or go into the turf, however you want to explain it. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ground ball out towards first, and I don't know if the ball was wet, but he was not able to make the play on it. We'll see if they will indeed charge that as an error.
Left fielder number 14, Grant Goddard.
So the first error of the game, probably a result of a wet ball, probably. And now Grant Goddard will come to the plate with 1 out and a runner on first. And that's a hard ground ball through the 5-6 gap into left field. That will move Tyler Frederick up to second and put 2 runners on with 1 out.
Shortstop, number 10, Max Ammerman.
Yeah, the rain's not as hard as it was like 2 minutes ago, but it is still coming down rather steadily at the moment. Max Ammerman, the batter. He'll take the first pitch for a ball, I believe. Yep, 1-0. That one almost went through the legs of Jensen. Matter of fact, it did go through the legs of Jensen, but Jensen knew it right away and was able to put himself in a position to make sure he grabbed it. And that one's a little high for a ball. 2-0 now here to the batter, Max Ammerman. Batter number 9. We'll flip it over to the top of the order with Kobe Hansen on deck. 1 out. If no double plays happen, we'll see Kobe Hansen next. And that's going to miss. And like I said, last inning, that was a strike. This inning, it's a ball. So maybe it's just the even innings that's a ball. I don't know. .3-0. And that'll be ball 4, and they'll call that one a strike. Interesting. Okay. 3-1. I trust the umpire's decision because I'm way up here and he's right behind the plate, right? So I should trust his decision. 3-1. There's strike 2. And the umpire and I agree finally on a pitch. Payoff pitch, and he'll walk him. And that will load the bases here for the Stars. For the top of the order, Kobe Hansen. Kobe Hansen's not the guy you want at the plate, even if the bases are empty. So this is definitely a moment in the game that could make or break it for Brookings here. Of course, you have Gus Wermeyer and Gus Pankratz and Jacob Klinsky and Sith Egan and Mason Sinner all coming up, and you don't want any of those at the plate. That is a fair ball, or is it a foul? It is a fair ball. It is a base hit. Bases stay loaded, and a run scores. It's 3-1. So the Stars get the run they gave up back. Everybody's safe. And the pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 here. Keep the merry-go-round going. I like that. I might adapt that into my commentary here. That seems like a good term to use when the bases are loaded. 1 ball, no strike. Thanks, Jim. That wouldn't be the first time Jim's added something to my commentary. I'm pretty sure it's happened in the past. We'll see if Gus Wermeyer can keep the merry-go-round going here. That one's going to get away, and coming in from third is Grant Goddard, and now it is 4-1. And now the merry-go-round has a gap in it at first base. Three balls and no strikes. And now the bases are loaded once again on another walk. So Gus Wermeyer on first, Colby Hansen on second, Max Ammerman on third, and the batter is going to be Gus Pankratz. And before Pankratz will see a pitch, it looks like that's going to do it for Noah Lease. I think Coach is calling for the ball, and he is, and that will do it. So we'll take a break. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is in just a moment. Stay tuned.
52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot. Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Second baseman Cooper Schneider takes over on the mound, and former pitcher Noah Lease goes and takes over second base. So a straight swap between second base and pitcher for that change. And the first pitch here from Cooper Schneider is outside for ball 1. So Noah Lease, the book not closed on him just yet. He's responsible for all 3 runners on base should they come across and score. And there's a strike, 1-1 the count. A 4-1 lead for the Stars. 2 in the first inning, 2 so far here in this inning. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be into the turf dirt for ball 2. And a nice block by Max Jensen, the catcher, to keep it a 4-1 ball game. Throw strikes, you have a chance. You throw anything else, you could see disaster come quickly. And that's going to be fouled out of the box. Strike two. Jim, if that happens, I will give you credit. But we're going to wait and not jinx anything here. That's inside for ball three. So full count now here to the batter, Gus Pankratz. On deck is Jacob Klinsky. The bases are loaded. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one's going into right center field, and it looks like Ben Schulte has it. Tagging on third is Max Ammerman. Tagging on second is Colby Hansen. A run scores and runners on the corners. And it is 5-1, and out number two is recorded on the sac fly by Gus Pankratz.
Catcher number 18, Jacob Klinsky.
Jacob Klinsky, the batter now. He's another dangerous hitter that Brookings is going to want to keep their pitches kind of not dream pitches for Klinsky, if that's even possible. Klinsky likes a lot of different pitches. Klinsky will pop this one up, and he'll push it foul. Just over off the overhang of the first base grandstand, where our PA announcer and music operator do their thing from. Oh, and 1. And that one's going to be lifted up. Is that playable? No, it's not. That's also going to be out of play. This time it bounces off the roof of the Fargo Post 400 dugout, which happens to be on the first base side. Brookings in the dugout on the third base side. He did his job, Jim says. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. No balls and 2 strikes after the 2 fouled away pitches here by Jacob Klinsky. Does he have one? That will be a base hit instead of a fouled away pitch. Swing and a miss, and he will strike out, and that will strand the 2 runners on base, and that will bring us to the 5th inning of play. Schulte, Krogman, and Metering, if I have the lineup correct, are due up for Brookings, and we'll see those 3 when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
When your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
All right, so Michael Essick's day is concluded. I had him unofficially down for 59 pitches on 4 innings pitched. Gave up 1 run on 4 hits, which is a pretty good effort through 4 innings of play. And now we'll see Caleb Blanchette come in to pitch here for the Stars. And his first batter that he'll face is Ben Schulte. And that one goes into the backstop and misses everybody. Ball one. Not the most ideal first pitch, but it is a first pitch, so we'll let that one go. 1-0. There's a strike. He rebounds nicely there. Let's see. Peeking around the diamond, I don't see any other defensive changes. Two one, and there's strike two. Caleb's a good kid. I like him. He's fun to talk to and see hang out, interact, socialize with his other teammates and stuff during pregame and postgame warm-ups. And occasionally the Stars board of directors will give the team pizza, and sometimes I eat pizza with him, so and sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. I think I've eaten pizza with him maybe twice. Kind of keep that a team thing and keep everybody else out of it as much as possible, but three balls and two strikes the count now here. Full count after that fouled away pitch. See if Blanchette has a payoff pitch in him for a strike or not. Wind up and deliver. And it is in for strike three. He got it. That's out number one.
Center fielder number 6, Nolan Krogman.
Nolan Krogman, the batter now. One and one the count now here. Blanchette winds up, delivers just a little high, ball two. On every batter he's faced, he's had a 2-1 count, came back and knotted up at 2-2, and then got the batter out. And this one going to be popped up right field. Should be playable for Pankratz. And he has it, and that's out number two. Two batters up, and Blanchette retires both batters so far, and he'll face one more.
Left fielder number 2, Jude Mendering.
Jude Mendering will be the batter who will try and keep this inning going here for the Brookings Post 74 Bandits. And the pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0. And now it's 2-0. It's the first 2-0 count he's had on a batter this inning. Oh, I take that back. No, it's the first one, yep. See if he comes back with a strike here, and he does, 2-1. So he's had a 2-1 count on every batter he's faced this inning. And there's strike two, and he evens it up. So we'll see if Blanchette goes for that outside corner. And he goes right down the middle and got him looking. And two strikeouts and a fly out to right field. And it's 3 up, 3 down for Blanchette and the Stars on Brookings here in the top of the fifth. We move to the middle of the fifth now with the bottom of the fifth coming up right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit MandysOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. MandysOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
All right, welcome back. We move to the home half of 5 here at Starry & Bank Field. It is 5-1 in favor of the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And Cooper Schneider will lead off against the 5, 6, 7 batters in the lineup, starting with Seth Egan, the designated hitter. And that one's high for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Seth Egan. Mason Sinner and Tyler Frederick are the other 2 batters that we'll see pending unknown changes. Here's the 1-0. And that is strike 1. 1-1 the count. And that'll be strike 2. Got the edge. Let's see if Cooper Schneider has another one of those in him or not. He'll come set, deliver the 1-2. And it's a little bit low for ball 2. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, at least 2 games, maybe more. Weather will determine that tomorrow. And then back to conference play for the Stars against the Bismarck Governors on the road in Bismarck. 5 p.m. Central Time start for that one. And I'll be on the call from the Bismarck Municipal Ballpark. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch coming up here for Cooper Schneider. He'll wind and deal, and he'll miss it outside, and I'll walk him. And I'll put the first base runner on. And I'll bring up Mason Sinner, 0 for 2. Batting 6 in the lineup. Mason Sinner bats several positions in the batting lineup, including leadoff hitter from time to time. And it really depends on if it's a conference or a non-conference game where some of these players line up in the batting lineup. Seth Egan, the runner on first. Cooper Schneider looking at him as he delivers the pitch. It's going to be a bunt. Nice bunt there by Mason Sinner. Ooh, and he is safe at first. The throw to first may have caught the tip of his hat. And thankfully, that's all it caught. So he's on with a bunt single.
Third baseman number 4, Tyler Frederick.
And Tyler Frederick is the batter. Nobody out. Will Frederick square up? Third baseman not playing in at the moment, and he will square up. But if he does square up, he's probably going to try and bunt it either right back to the pitcher or down that. Well, I think the idea here would be down the first base line, because the third baseman has to play back to cover the bag at third. I guess he could bunt it down the third base line and force that third baseman to come up. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So a couple possibilities here. One ball, 1 strike, 2 runners on, nobody out. He'll square up and he'll bunt it right down the first base line, and that will do its job. It moves the runners to second and third and puts the first out on the board.
Left fielder number 14, Grant Goddard.
So Grant Goddard, 1 for 2, bats 8th in the lineup. He'll step into the box and see if he can get himself from 1 to 2 to 2 for 3. Schneider now with pitch number 19, according to my numbers, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. Nice pitch there by Cooper Schneider. One away. Runners on second and third, and a 5-1 lead here for the Stars. 5 runs on 6 hits so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Not sure if that was a chaser pitch, but that was a very unconvincing chasing pitch, if that was a chaser pitch. 1-1. And that was a chaser pitch, and Goddard did not bite. So it's 2 balls and a strike now. I think that's what he was trying to do last time. Maybe lost the grip on it a little bit when it left his hand. 2-1. See if he comes back inside. No, he'll go for the outside corner, and he'll miss, and it'll be 3 balls and a strike. And there's a strike. Full count now, 3-2. Time is called. A big pitch coming up here for Cooper Schneider. It's the difference between bases loaded, a base hit, and maybe a run or 2 scoring, or possibly out 2 with a strikeout, or maybe a double play on a ground ball to a positional player. Here's the payoff pitch, and he got it in there for ball 4. That definitely looked like a strike from up here, but the bases are now loaded. Max Ammerman, the shortstop, comes to the plate, and he is 0 for 1 today in this second game against Brookings. And he'll take the first pitch low for ball 1. Ammerman, 5:02. I wonder if that's the gap between second and first and second. If it was, he went a little early on the swing. I have no idea what the number system is. I'm only making a guess based on the moment in the game. So looks like I may have been possibly correct on that. 1 ball, 1 strike on the fouled away pitch. And that will hit him, and that will bring in a run. It is 6-1 on the hit by a pitch.
Second baseman number 2, Colby.
That scores Seth Egan from third. And now Colby Hansen, 2 for 2. Top of the lineup here for the Stars. Takes strike 1. Colby Hansen with a pair of hits, an infield single, and also a walk and a single out to right field on a fly ball. That's a fly ball to left field, and that is also foul to left field. So the foul ball make the count 0-2 here to Colby Hansen. This is a big pitch for Cooper Schneider and Brookings. Can he get the second out here? No, he cannot. It'll be ball 1, high and out. And that will hit Colby Hansen, and another run comes in to score. It is 7-1 on back-to-back runs on back-to-back hit by pitches. And that scores
13, Gus Wermeyer.
Mason Sinner from third. And now Gus Wermeyer will have a chance to bat. Gus had a few home runs last season. He's still looking for a home run this year. And that one's high to right field and foul. Actually, it hit the where the patio is and comes in towards the foul line. It ricocheted off that post and went right into right field. With all that said, what that means is it's strike one with one out and bases loaded. And that one's popped up and could be playable here for Cooper Schneider, and that's out number 2.
Right fielder number 11, Gus Pancraft.
So Gus Wermeyer couldn't get it done, so we'll see if Gus Pancratz can get it done. He's due for something. He's 0 for 2 in this game. I've said it twice in 2 days. I've said it once against the Stars, and now I'm saying it once against the Stars' opponents. You throw strikes, you have a chance. You throw anything else, and you could see a disaster coming sooner than later. And right now, that disaster is occurring because they came into this trailing 5-1, and they've walked in 2 batters via hit by pitches. And you give the Stars 2 free runs and make it harder for yourself to play ball and make that comeback possible in the top of the 6. And once again, the Stars are a couple runs shy of putting that 8-run rule into effect. That one it was a swing and a miss, and it bounced off the right shoulder of Jensen, the catcher. So it's strike 2. So once again, the 8-run rule is in effect. If if Gus Pancratz gets a base hit and Grant Goddard and Max Ammerman score from third and second, they would be game over. And he'll miss, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. The Stars need 2 runs to walk it off here in the bottom of the 5th. And a check swing. And he'll be out, and that'll be the end of the inning. They'll strand all 3 runners on base. And now Coach Bryant is coming out to get a further explanation. We'll keep it here just for a moment. And the inning will continue. So there is no third out. And now the Brookings coach is coming out asking for an explanation, which is understandable. So there's no third out. It remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. I believe Gus Pancratz was... Let me double check something here. I think the count was 2-2 when that incident happened. And right now, the Brookings coach does not look too happy as he walks away from that discussion with the 2 umpires.
2-2 pitch was a foul ball, so...
Okay. So we just heard from our PA announcer that the 2-2 pitch came off some part of Gus Pankratz's bat, so it's a fouled away pitch, and we'll see if Cooper Schneider can put an end to the controversy here. Not that there's much controversy, it was fouled away, but still, nonetheless. And now it's fouled away, and there's no question about that one being fouled away. And a caught foul tip And now the inning is over. They'll strand 3 on base. We'll find out if I hit that button already or not. Yes, I did. I hit that 3-run left on base the first time we thought the inning was over. So they've left 8 on base so far in the game. It is 7-1 in favor of the Stars, and we move now to the 6th inning of play. And we'll see if the Bandits can get a couple runs back or not when we return after the break. Stay tuned.
It's payback time.
You wouldn't want officials ruining your game day at home, so don't ruin it for them on the field or court. Respect officials. That's one way you can serve, stand, and score. This message brought to you by Magnitude Sports.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
All right, and the first pitch is a base hit on the left center field. It's going to be at least a double. We'll see. No, he's not going to have the opportunity to make it into a triple, but it is a leadoff double for Jace Bauer.
First baseman number 20, Talon Hyde.
Talon Hyde now the batter here. Pitch is low for a ball. 1-0 here to Talon Hyde, excuse me. Jace Bauer is the runner on second. Got there on a leadoff double to left center field as we were coming back from the commercial break. And they try to pick him off and not successful this time. The Stars have 3 picked off runners so far here in the Pete tournament. And a ground ball bouncing to third and foul. One. Once again, the 8-run rule applies in the bottom of the 6-2 should the Stars find a way to get an 8-run advantage. Strike 2 on that swing and a miss there. If we go to the 7th, the whole inning will be played regardless. Well, unless Brookings doesn't get the lead, then the whole inning won't be played. But 1-2. And there's strike 3. And that's out number 1. That'll bring up Baker Hansen.
Shortstop number 27, Baker Hansen.
7 runs on 6 hits for Fargo post 400. 1 run on 5 hits for Brookings post 74. And that is a line drive shot that will bounce through Max Ammerman into left center field. Rounding third is Jace Bauer, and he scores, and it is now a 7-2 game. It is an RBI single for Baker Hansen, scoring Jace Bauer from second.
Second baseman number 14, Noah Lease.
And now instead of Cooper Schneider, it's going to be Noah Lease. He was the starting pitcher for Brookings. Oh, by the way, Peyton Oshner's pitching now for the Stars. I forgot to mention that coming out of the break. Caleb Blanchette had 17 pitches, according to my numbers. I usually don't forget to say that coming out of a break, but this time I did, so I apologize. After the pickoff attempt, the pitch will come in low for a ball, and it's 2-0, and then they throw to second. They got him out, number 2. That takes the runner off base. So they'll trade ball 2 for out 2, and that's a trade I'd make 10 times out of 10. At least I think. I'll say 9 times out of 10. There might be a scenario where I won't accept that, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. Pitch is a little bit high and in for a ball. It's 3-1 now. That one's going to center field. Should be playable by Sinner, and that is out, number 3. So they get a runner on, but he gets caught stealing, and it will send it now to the bottom of the 6, and the Stars have another chance to walk it off. Only this time they need 3 runs to do it, and we'll see if they can get those 3 runs or not when we return after this.
Baseball is back. We have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time, and Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments.
Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1, on to first, rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, make it a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
Hungry? Get to Vic's for Hamburger Happy Hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
All right, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound here for Brookings. It is number 28, and that is T. Frederick. I forgot his first name. Let me see if I can find it on the lineup card here. It's Tane Frederick. Tane. It was on the printed. I was looking at the handwritten side, but it was on the printed side of the lineup there. So that's why it took me a while to find it. Tane Frederick, your new pitcher.
For the Stars, catcher number 18, Jacob Klinsky.
So the catcher, Jacob Klinsky, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6. After Jensen has a few words with Tane Frederick. And that one's going high to left and foul. Strike one to Jacob Klinsky. The other two batters we'll see are Seth Egan and Mason Sinner, pending changes. 7 runs on 6 hits for the Stars, 2 runs on 6 hits for the Bandits. And that will hit him, and we'll have our first runner on here via hit by a pitch.
There's a good hitter, number 12, Seth Egan.
Seth Egan steps up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. Tucker Kozin comes in to run for Jacob Klinsky at first base. And the first pitch is going to make it in there for a strike. Called strike, makes the count 0-1 here against Seth Egan. He's 0 for 2. He's looking for something to snap that here on this trip to the plate. And that one's going high to right. Could be playable by Ben Schulte in right field. It's over his head, and it goes all the way to the fence. And heading into third is Tucker Kozin. He will put on the brakes there. And Seth Egan breaks the 0 for 2 snap with a double to deep right.
Center fielder, number 5, Mason Sinner.
Mason Sinner, batting 6th in the lineup, steps up to the plate now. And they'll miss for a ball. It's 1-0 now here to Mason Sinner. Looks like they're going to have him swing instead of squaring up with nobody out. We'll see if that changes here or not. And he will swing, and he will send it to left center field, running in and diving for it and making the catch and tagging on third and scoring is Tucker Kozin.
Third baseman, number 4, Tyler Frederick.
So it'll actually be a RBI single because he did not make the catch. So runners on first and second, nobody out, and a strike here to the batter, Tyler Frederick. Seth Egan, the runner on second, Mason Sinner, the runner on first. And an 8-2 ball game. Nobody out, they've already put a run on the board. And Frederick will foul that one off to the right field side and out of play. He's down on the count 0-2 as a result. See if he can keep himself alive here. And that one's popped up. And that one could be playable by Schulte, and it is. And the runners will stay put on first and second, and that is out number 1. So a fly ball to right center. Puts the first out on the board, and it brings up Grant Goddard, 1 for 2 in this game. He had a hit to, he struck out swinging, then he singled to left field, and then he had a walk. And that one goes off the tip of the glove of Jensen, and the runners advance 90 feet. Grant Goddard. Can he find himself a base hit? No, he cannot. It'll be a strike on the very outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Seth Egan on third. Mason Sinner on second. And Grant Goddard, the batter. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Max Ammerman is on deck. And the pitch, that's going to be outside, ball 2, 2-2. Frederick comes set, delivers, bouncing ball foul, third base side, will stay tight at 2-2. Sorry, I forgot to put that run on the board earlier. It's 8-2, not 7-2. And the pitch. And that nearly hit him. It comes inside for ball 3. Frederick seeing if Goddard would continue to crowd the plate or not with that inside pitch is probably what the thing was there, and that'll be fouled away, and we'll have a second payoff pitch. Sometimes pitchers do that, push them off the plate so that they can throw an outside pitch for a chaser and get a strikeout. That's kind of the strategy behind that thought. Grant Goddard, payoff pitch number 3. Up high and the bases are loaded. He'll walk. Now bring up Max Ammerman. He's 0 for 1.
Shortstop number 10, Max Ammerman.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. If Max Ammerman can reach base, it would be Colby Hansen who's the next batter. And that'll be a strike. 0-2. And he tried to hit the outside edge and missed. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was a good pitch there by Frederick. Just couldn't quite paint that outside corner, that outside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll see if he goes in that same spot again. He might. And he does. And this one's a little bit further outside, and we're knotted up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Max Ammerman, 2-2. 1 away, bases loaded. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Third baseman Jace Bauer going after it, and he makes the catch. And that's out number 2. So now it's up to Colby Hansen.
Second baseman, number 2, Colby Hansen.
Can Colby Hansen find himself a base hit? And that one's going to be pushed off to the right field side and out of play for strike number 1. And that is a base hit into left center field. That is going to end the game. Seth Egan scores and Mason Sinner scores. And the Fargo Post 400 Stars win it 10-2 here in 6 innings. They walk it off in the bottom of the 6th. So the Stars win both games by the 8-run rule in 6 innings. 8-0 in the last game and 10-2 in this game. And the Stars improved to 8-9 overall in the season. And they will likely have a game tomorrow. And they will likely play here at Starry and Bank Field. And that means we likely will have one more broadcast for you. But we got to wait and see what the pool play results are on the other games. And then all that good stuff. And then we'll find out who they're playing and who they're playing against and all that cool stuff. So 8-9 overall. They improved to 6-3 when playing at home. With the 10-2 win, they have now been outscored by the tally of 70-68. So they're closing that gap. That a couple of lopsided losses have allowed that gap to happen. And they now go to a 2-game winning streak, and they improve in their last 5 to 2-3. Check that. They improved their last 5 to 3-2. There we go. I almost said 2-3, but maybe it's either 2-3 or 3-2 or 2-3. So there you go. The Stars will play somebody tomorrow. It'll either be at 9:30 or it'll be at 12 noon. And when, I don't know. But check our social media channels to find out more and all that good stuff. And once again, you can find us on social media by searching Magnitude TV Plus on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And our broadcast schedule is pinned to the top of our Facebook page. So you can check that out. Matter of fact, we can check that out right now on screen too. And there you see it, 9:30 a.m. and 12 noon are the 2 games that say Stars pending. So one of those games should feature the Stars, and the other game should feature 2 other teams. And we'll have those games for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then back to conference play on Tuesday as the Stars travel to Bismarck to take on the Governors, as the Rockets travel to Fargo to take on Bismarck, or the Bismarck travels to Fargo to take on the Rockets is what I meant to say. And then we wrap up the month of June with a Stars doubleheader at Jack Brown Stadium in Jamestown. And then we kick off the month of July with a single 9-inning game with the Stars and Mandan. You'll see there that July 2nd doubleheader with the Stars against West Fargo has been moved to July 17th. And then the July 17th game against East Grand Forks is now canceled. And the July 17th doubleheader versus West Fargo will now be the Back the Blue night that we'll have here, where we feature local law enforcement and have a nice little pregame ceremony and recognition of those people that serve our community here. It's something that Post 400 has done for a few seasons now, and it's always a great night of baseball when they come out and you get 2 friendly rivals in the Stars and the Patriots. That's how I like to acknowledge it anyway. And then we'll have a day off on Friday. And then Saturday, we're back on the air with a 4th of July broadcast for you. We go to Mandan, 2 p.m. The Mandan A's will take on the Bismarck Senators. That's a single 9-inning game. I believe it's 9 innings anyway. It might be 7. And then the Mandan Chiefs will take on the Bismarck Governors. That'll be our 4th of July broadcast. And then we come back a couple days later on the July 6th for the Comets and the Moorhead Golds and the Stars and the Moorhead Blues. So another 4-game day on July 6th here at Starry and Bank Field. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much. Your final score one more time in this game here. The Fargo Post 400 Stars win it. 10 runs on a total of 9 hits for the Stars. And that will do it. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, either at 9:30 or at 12 noon. Once again, check our Facebook page to be sure on that one, and click the notify button on the 2 watch links so that you know when we go live. And when we know that we go live, we will rename those to be determined to the teams so that you know which watch link will be for who. So all that good stuff. So that's how that breaks down. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon. 10-2, the Stars win in 8 runs in 6 innings.
The preceding has been a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Follow Magnitude Sports online by searching Magnitude TV Plus on X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for broadcast updates, schedule changes, sports highlights, and much more. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports. To support this channel, simply like, comment, and subscribe. That's how you serve, stand, and score.